Good evening, everybody. And today I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff which is into business negativity. And today we are doing this session, which is going to be around, say, 15 to 20 minutes, probably. Might be a little bit more than that. So in this entire session, I would like you to probably engage with me. And these are questions which I'm typically right now answering from more than at least around 50 to 100 business personals who are connected with me on a skills. And this is something that I've taken a refuge to probably answer them on every Saturday at 7 p.m. So this is something that is going to be connected with all of you guys who are watching me live. And right now I'm live with multiple sessions, which on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and multiple other places. So guys, talking about business negativity, there are multiple things out there. So if you guys are coming for the first time, if you do not know who I am, my name is AMIT NATH, and typically what I do, I help people to solve their biggest problems in sales by closing deals. And this is something which has become a kind of a passion after I have learned that this is the only thing that helps solves most of the problems. Yep. And this is where is the source of your all happinesses, and the power of purchase comes from this. So let me know how do you like about this topic. So what I'm going to talk about today is not to showcase about what I know, how I know, and all those things, but to tell you about what can be done on such kind of things if you are also facing from such kind of issues. So we're going to go deep into all these negativities of businesses. So if you are a freelancer, if you are somebody a startup, or if you are already into a business, if you are already an MSME, SME, or multinational company, working for multinational company, or you are owning any of the franchises or affiliates or any kind of businesses where there is a transaction, I'm 100% sure these are some of the steps that has already happened in your life. So I will open up the questions. We have got a lot of questions coming in. So guys, let me tell you who are these people who are writing these questions to me. Okay. Yeah. So you can directly chat with me, guys. Great. You can also chat with me in multiple areas wherever you are there. You can also chat with me. I'll be more happy to connect with you. All right. Great. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'll just read out the questions. So this question is asked where the question was asked like, I am a coach and a mentor, and there are sessions where I'm having more than 200, 300 people. And sometimes it happens that I don't have a control to stop the negativities. People start talking about certain things which I do not know how to do that. A very simple problem. And guys, if you do not know, I had been working with some of India's top level coaches and mentors and I had been co-hosting for them for quite some time. We do something called as power closing. That means closing from the stage. So there are a lot of messages are pouring in as I'm talking to you. All right. So, okay. So this is the kind of a good question from another of my very close friend. So hi, Nirmal. Thanks for the question. It's a very powerful question. So I'm going to talk about that question in protest with business people also. So many of you guys might have got 1-star rating, 2-star ratings in your product reviews or process reviews. Yes or no? Yes or no? How many of you are understanding this? Yeah. All right, great. So if you have got this, 1-star rating, just connect with me, type in the chat and comment in the chat and let me know how do you feel if you have got a 1-star rating. And most of this are typically taken care by companies who are dealing with ORM, online reputation management. But this is also a kind of a very, very integral business negativity. It actually delays the entire sentiment of the people who are running the show. So let me know if you have gone through such kind of things, might be for your product and services, or might be for your company's product and services, and how do you feel about this, and what you did to overcome those challenges. So what I'm going to do is I have listed down a couple of pointers which might be helpful if you have not got. So God bless you. I would love to have those people who have never faced a challenge. But look, failures are always there, and it's a business. We are also in a, it's more of at the end of the day, it's a service industry. Even if you have a product, you need to have a service and a support backup. So here is what are the stages of your negativities. So the first negativities, okay, I will probably tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 points are there, which probably I'm going to club all these pointers, and these are the questions which has come. So we have got people who are coaches and consultants. We have got people who are practicing healers and mindset people, and who are into distance healing and all those things. Plus, we also have people who are startup companies. Very nice. So all these pointers are very good. So I'm answering this one question, which was typically asked by Nirmal Datta. And now I'm clubbing with many other such kind of questions. So I'll try to answer the best of my limitations and knowledge, which is there. But I'm sure there are certain kind of things, because I have actually gone through these questions. These are the questions not coming to me live right now, but these are questions which are from a period of 7 days. In the last 7 days, these questions have come in. So how they have come in, there is a form that has been shared with us. If you want to have this form, please type in the comment and I'm going to give that form to you. So let me see if I can give that comments. So just type in the chat and I'll be able to give this form to you. All right. Great. So with that, let me just start today's the pointers for and the topic for all those people who have just joined in. Let me also tell you the topic for today. What is the topic for today? The topic for today is how to handle business negativities and with very simple steps. So the first negativity starts with yourself. The self-doubts. If I'm going to do it or not, is it possible or not? Do I have enough funds or not? Is my team is good or not? So there are multiple challenges which starts with self. So typically for people who are into freelancers, people who are into startups, people who are into individual influencers or coaches, or present day they are into this I'll say consulting or counseling or guidance. Individual people like doctors, advocates, interior decorators or designers, all of you guys. Okay, the first kind of challenge that we have seen mostly is the self challenges and the self negativities. Okay, I don't have the tools, might be procrastinations, might be budget constraints, might be compliance constraints, might be team, might be the softwares or any kind of tools or stuff like that. So these are the first level of constraint. These are like in the hindrance, but this is not a negativity. This is the limitations. Probably you have to probably go deep into understanding of what you have and how you can typically take it over. So this is something which I would probably put into a case of goal settings or purpose settings. So there are multiple ways of goal settings are there, which probably beyond the scope of this particular video. And I'm not going to talk about goal settings, but typically I'm going to talk about the kind of purpose that you have. So here is one of the things is people who are into business, most of them, I'm talking about those people who have answered my questions and they have filled out the forms. Mostly all of you guys who have answered one of the questions was wrong is you are not doing business for, you are doing business for money. How many of you are resembling to this? Just type in the chat, type in the chat, type in the chat. If you think that you are doing business because of money, just let me know. Let me know. You are doing business because of money. So let me tell you, this answer is not right. You are not doing the business because of money, but because of what money in turn can help you to purchase. The authority that you have, it's called POP, power of purchase. So money is just an inert object. It can just help you to accelerate your thought. That's it. But you need something probably for insurance, for insecurities or securities in your things, your stabilities, to buy certain things, to probably facilitate something about yourself. So the core of business process, this is something which I would take from the ancient studies, is business is always all about serving. So when you learn this part of it, that the business is all about serving, and serving starts with doing certain tasks. How and where? Now here comes the thing. So these are some of the negativities, thoughts, is something that we need to probably break this myth. Number one is you need to find out, the first thing is the compassion. You cannot start a business unless and until you find a problem. Every business is an answer, is a solution, is a progressive, positive, profitable perspective. How does that sound? Yeah, 4P, progressive, positive, profitable perspective. So you need to have some kind of an understanding of somebody's deep pain. And when you understand that deep pain, that has to happen when you put your legs in their shoes. That is called compassion. And that's the time when you start about learning all these things. Okay. The first thing is when you understand the pain and you identify which direction is the pain, how big is the pain, what are the stages of this pain, and you identify the solutions. Now here comes your power of resourcefulness. What you have and what you can do with what you have. I repeat, what you have and what you can do with what you have. Very, very powerful. Yes or no? Just type in the comment if you are feeling an aha moment out there. Okay. So it is not about what you have, but what you do with what you have. It is not about the knowledge. It is not about the tool. It is not about the product, the process, the services, the guidelines, the counseling, but what is the outcome? What is the tangible outcome? Or probably I'll say the result of utilizing those kind of knowledge and all these things for the client, not for you. When the client wins, you win value, you win trust, you win the results. And results, when it goes, the value, the results in the form of value, when it goes beyond the price, the business has to happen. Yes, it has to happen. So here are a couple of things that I would like to tell you. The first thing is the self. You need to understand what you have and what you can do with what you have. Very, very powerful thing. Very powerful things, right? How many forgetting this? So type in the chat bar. Great. So next point is something I'll tell you about. This business for money has now changed into business for serving. The moment you start that. So these are the pointers, the 4 points. Serve to deserve. Look, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Serve to deserve, deserve to desire, and desire to detach. Okay. Let me tell you. First, to serve. Keep on serving without expectations. Start giving samples, start giving demonstrations, start giving probably an understanding about this. Give it free. It's okay. As much as you can just do it free. Okay, might be site visit, might be case studies, might be what do I say, a test drive. Yeah, whatever it is. Okay, give me a sample. People love to taste it before they actually get into the second level. So your negativity is sometimes might be to something. Okay, I might have a big expense if I start giving sampling, if I start giving free things. But look, any which ways you have to do it. Yeah, in some time I'm going to talk about something called as Ashtabahu. What is Ashtabahu? Okay, 8 hands. In business, any business, entire world. I'm giving you some of the very typical, the Indian science of running this business. Why I'm talking about Indian science? Because India was a place which was called as the golden bird. Indians and the ancestors, okay, they had done businesses way, way long back. They went all the way. You can probably just Google out what is called Silk Route. Yeah, just find it out. You'll find it in Wikipedia. Yeah, you can go all the way because they have traveled to all different corners, whether it is Rome, Italy, or the different parts of Mesopotamia, or China, or probably USA, or what is that? Not the Russian part of it. I'm talking about not now. I'm talking about thousands of years back when there was no GPS, when the land was flat. Everyone was thinking Earth was flat. Okay, and forget about GPS. At that point of time, Indians knew about astronomy. Indians knew about astrology and architecture, how they built long, big boats. Yep. They traveled all the way when the rest of the world were probably, are still trying to figure out how to cook. These guys were selling masala. What is masala? The spices. India is known as the spice capital of the world. Indians were giving so much of a competitive structure of clothing because they were able to sell silk. Silk is not easy, man. There is a lot of science here. Yeah. And as I'm talking to you, I'm talking about a place like Bangalore, which is the silk capital. Yeah. Just Google it out. You will find that this is a tradition. This is an art which dates back to all these things. Now, my question to all of you guys, all happy people out there, from where our ancestors got that idea, the technique, that technology by doing business without learning the foreign language, without learning the foreign culture, the commerce. First time they did it, right? They took risk. They had no idea. At first time, someone has to go there, right? Someone has to travel all the way with the gemstones, the spices, the silk, and all these things. How did they do it? Because entrepreneurs, the businessman, all of you guys, you are a different breed altogether. You are a different breed. Entrepreneurs are a different breed. They are like indomitable. I mean, wow, it's a different mindset. They always take the risk because they know risk ke aage jeet hai. Yes, absolutely. Now, that is the first level. Now, what is Ashtabahu? 8 hands in any business. Now, we'll go to the business negativity second chapter, second level also. Okay. Second level. What is this? The first one was self. The second one is called team. Yeah. I don't know whom to hire. I don't know where to go, who is going to work, and all these things. So I'll tell you all this Ashtabahu and then go with the deep meaning of all these things. So look, there are multiple layers of this negativities out here. And I'm going to give you the Indian ways, probably how you can implement it in your office, in your work culture, in your, in your own company, or might be in your own business. And if it works out, give me a big hug. Yeah, give me a shout out. I would love to have that. So I'm right now answering all these points. So today I might not be answering all the questions. I have received more than around 330 plus questions, but I will be clubbing all these things, and I would dedicate today's sessions to only business negativity. I think this is a very, very powerful session, very powerful session. All right. So let's go and understand what is Ashtabahu. 8 hands. What are the 8 hands? Number 1, write it down if you want to write it down, or else you can rewatch this video if you want. And if you find this video is powerful, then share it with your friends and family, or who are actually looking at this, rather than sharing some song and music and current affairs kind of things, or some jokes. Why not you share such kind of an information, so which will be helping them to help the nation to grow, helping the world to be a better place. And that's what I'm talking about, sharing valuable content like this. Point number 1, Ashtabahu, the first part is research and development. Do not start any company, do not start any startup, do not start any kind of venture unless and until you have done enough of research. Yes, enough of research. What is the research is all about? The research is all about this 4 fundamentals. Number 1, do you know what you can do? That is rule number 1. Number 2, do you know that you have a potential to solve some problems? If it is yes, is it a skill? Is it a tool? Or is it you? You have to figure it out. So if it is something like that, then you have to set it up in different kind of zones. Can you create a product out of it? Can you create a team out of it? Can you create a process out of it? So these are structures you have to understand. So that is the research. That's called self-based research. What you can contribute, what you can do, what kind of things. Are you a thinking guy? Are you an operating guy? Are you a doing guy? Or what exactly you can do? So there are multiple ways to know all these things. So as I'm talking to you guys, let me also tell you, there are beautiful structures have already been depicted. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a lot of points. Okay. So people wanted to know what are the kind of startups. Okay, so I'm getting these messages simultaneously from. I'm not sure your name. Okay, it's okay, Samsung something. Okay, please change your name so that I know who you are. Okay, so yes, I'll tell you there are 6 kind of startups are there. Okay, I'll just deviating from this main topic, but I'll come back to you. We are talking about business negativity, and right now I'm talking about the startups. So there are 6 kind of startups are there. The number 1 startup. I'm live as I'm talking to you. I'm actually live, and yeah, this is straight. Yes, this is not recording. Yes, you can ask me. So lifestyle startups. The first one is called lifestyle startups. These are like self-employed folks working for no one but themselves. Okay, that's called lifestyle startups. The second one are called as small business startups. Small business that's run on what do I say? It's a family-owned business, small, cute, happy kind of things, cutie baby kind of. So that's called as small business startups. Third one are called as the scalable businesses. They didn't always search for some repeatable, scalable business model. They're always in search for such kind of things, scalable model. The fourth kind of startups right now is called as Buyable Startup. Okay, so their goal is only to create something and then sell it off to a larger company, mergers and acquisitions, and buyout and all those things, guys. The fifth level is called as the large company startups. Now, what are these kind of companies? They innovate and they create new innovative products. They keep on creating new innovative products. Yeah. I think someone is telling Zoho. Yes, of course. Why not? That's why one day they were startups. Every big company was a startup one day. Yeah. Everything. Look, this is very fantastic. Okay. Everything in the beginning will be messy. It will be dirty. It will be untidy. And then it will become gorgeous. Yeah, it takes time. And the last one is called as the social startup. Okay. Now we have got a 7th one also. I can give you as a bonus. The last one is called as the social startups. What are the social startups? They are passionate and driven to make an impact. Yeah, they love to create an impact. They have a social stuff, right? So that's the 6th level, 6th kind of startups. There is a 7th kind of startups are there. Okay, they are like absolutely a different thing. These are technically not startups, but there are a bunch of people. They get together. They have got multiple ideas. They start working on certain things, and they bring in a lot of community people here. Yeah, it's called as the crowdsourcing startup. Then community people drive this entire system, and then they get grants and blah and blah, and then it becomes bigger and bigger. Yeah. All right. So that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about. Now, let's go to the business negativities. So I told you about this business negativities, and we told about the first one is called research and development, the Ashtabahu systems. The first one in the research and development is all about you. The second one is your team. The third one is your process or the software, whatever it is, how you can do all these things. So you need to have a constant search of what are the kind of revenue systems we can create, what are the different channels by which we can support, serve, and find out new different kind of pain in the market or problems in the market. Look, how do you make money? You make money because of somebody's problems that you serve. Your problems turns into a profit. That's what it's all business about. The second one is called marketing. And I think that is an area where I have been working from last double decades now. I can talk a lot of things on marketing, but as I said, I keep my things on a very practical side. I might not be theoretically correct, guys. I'm openly telling you, I might not be theoretically correct. All my marketing learnings are something that is by ground. So I have been there on the ground. I've been there on the open sun, open rain, and I've learned it. I've touched the steel and I know the temperature out there. So that's a different kind of a thing I'm talking about. It's like purely practical based experiences that I'm talking about. So marketing is the very different concept here, because marketing is all about being there and being seen, being heard, being searchable, being positioned out there. Then later on, all this branding and all these things. Okay, let me tell you, now it is a different concepts now. Now, after this corona, it is all about the owners of the company needs to take the marketing also in their hands. They need to be seen, they need to be heard. I'm talking about those people, not the mega business guys, even mega business guys also. So my question is, how many of you know the CEO of Tesla? Everyone knows, right? But do you know the CEO of Mercedes-Benz? Okay. Other Alfa Romeo? I don't know. Harley Davidson? No. Because these people have gone to a next level. They have started marketing on stage. That's called as platform closing. Yeah. Probably the first one was Steve Jobs. Then it was taken care by so many other people. Elon Musk, when they launched the Tesla truck. Yeah. This is all the on-stage closing. So you'll be able to see the different things. So after marketing comes what? After marketing does not come sales. Sales and marketing are not same. I've been shouting this from last 20 years to all the people out there. So immediately after marketing comes legal, a paper in between. There has to be some paper. How many forgetting this? There has to be terms and conditions, policies, disclaimer, all these things. That's the second part. The third part is the legalities, the paper in between. After that comes accounts, not sales. After that comes accounts. Only when all these terms and conditions are made, the agreement is met. Okay, I will do this in exchange of so and so. These are my terms and conditions, deliverables, blah blah. And then you can go to the next one. It's the accounts. When the account says, okay, this is my advance, or this is the full payment or half payment. This is how I'm going to pay it. These are my durations. Only then, when the accounts gives a checkered flag, you go to the sales. Sales does the remaining part of recovery and all those things. Yeah. Then comes the recovery. Marketing is all about information structuring, positioning, and all these things. And in this, there is a very thin line where the sales takes up. Now, in this entire process, the last part of sales is the closing. And this is my area. That's an area we love to talk about. Yes, closing is the only thing by which any company, anywhere, any place in this world, if you are buying one spoon of food, you need to buy because you need to buy with money, and that money you need to sell something. And for the selling, the last part is closing. Period. And if you ask me, there are 3 things to learn or 4 things to learn in the world for a human being. First thing is you should learn how to search. The second thing, you should learn how to communicate. Third thing, you should learn about copywriting. And the fourth thing, you should learn about closing a deal. If you learn any kind of things in any kind of order, then you can survive with the utmost, whatever you call it as financial freedom, support freedom, spiritual freedom, whatever freedom you want. These are the only 4 channels. Let me know how are you enjoying this? Let me know how you're enjoying this. Give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. Give me a high five. Yeah. Just type it in the tag or leave me a heart. Give me a heart. Good. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. After sales comes what? After sales comes the biggest problem. Okay. It's the team. Managing softwares are easy. Automating softwares are easy. Processes are easy. Strategies are okay. But managing a team, my God, it's very difficult. It's like God's work, right? So HR, human resources. This is where the second negativity comes in. Okay, how to hire the right guy, how to position him, how to train him, how to give him all the structures. There is something called as ask model. Okay, we talk about attitude, skill, and knowledge structures. Skill and knowledge you can get, but attitude is something that you need to probably create a company culture out of it. Then how do you position that? Finding out what kind of goals to set for them. The team has to be worked it out. It's deep, very, very deep. Guys, I tell you, it's painful, because you will get all different kind of combinations. Highly talented, not loyal, or loyal. Okay, then you get all this combinations. I don't want to go that deep now. But this is another way of getting negativities. Most of the negativities happens here because there will be people who might not get 100% clarity of what they have to do. That's why in this Ashtabahu concept, the first thing is you build the team builds the business will take care of you. How many of you think this is very powerful? Very, very powerful, right? You build the team builds the business can be taken care of by the team, and that can take care of everything. The next point after this team management is the next level. What is that? That is the operations. Now, who has to do what? What kind of structures? So each people has to learn about this called as KRAs, the key responsibility areas. Now you need to sit down and work out there. The business negativity, the biggest problem is you expect something and the things does not happen the same way. So you need to sit with your team, work it out. Yeah, there are proper formats and things. Connect with my team. I can help you out in a lot of such kind of formats. You can create such kind of formats instantaneously. There is a system, there is a hack, there is a traditional way to do that. Yeah, whatever the company size might be, but the system will work. People might fail. Exactly. So here is what you have to do. Number one is you have to sit, understand their goals, your goals. Yeah, I'm just making this much more faster so that this video is limited to around 30 minutes. Next is you have to define your KRA. Now, even if you define your KRA, how do you know they are working or not? Then another negativity. You have given the process, but sir, they are not working. Stuff. You might be a second level manager or third level manager. You might be a team leader. Yes or no? Happens, right? Mail, pay mail. You're keeping on mail. It's like a huge long list of mails, and there is a mail thread, might be 2 kilometers mail thread, and someone is still not responding. Then you do what? Now there are structures of reporting systems are there to manage this. This is called KPI. Okay, key performance indicators. Then you have got reporting formats. Make the reporting so easy, not like big long things. I've seen some of the CRM modules. You have to write the name, email ID, what happened, what they. It's good to be in details, but whole day if he's only uploading data, what's going to happen? He's just a data man. Yeah, he's not the thinking man. You need people to think also simultaneously. It's a logical thinking. So there are systems, there are processes, there are automation channels. That's why I always say is don't exploit the people, exploit the software, exploit the process, exploit the systems, exploit the technology. It's fine. How many of you thinking this is very powerful? Very, very powerful. So if you are somebody who is getting to that next level, this is super powerful. If you are starting your entrepreneurship, you are starting your startups, or if you have already started, you want to scale it up, these are the areas. The Ashtabahu is very powerful, guys. Very, very powerful. Guys, I'm just giving you a pinch of snuff. Yeah, after failing in probably around 11 to 12 companies right now, I had failed. No doubt. Openly, I'm telling you, without any shame, that I have failed. I am proud that I have failed. I would not die out of that regret. That's what is the mindset of an entrepreneur. It has taken a lot of time for me. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I have not worked as an employee. Yes, I have worked as an employee. That's good also. That's good. So when is the time? That is another negativity. I'm telling you another business negativity. I think I'm answering Tarun. I'm not sure about the surname. It says Sri. Tanusri. This is your Tanusri. I'm sorry. Tanusri, your question was this. How do I leave job, or when do I leave job? You should leave job only when you have enough amount of money in your bank account to support for 1 year without any external sources. Period. Don't leave your job unless and until you have got minimum 1 year of fund to run the system. And that too, that includes even probably the third wave or fourth wave of COVID. You should not be disturbed. Find out what is your total monthly expenses. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by 12. Okay, multiplied by what? 12. So what is the fund for retirement? How much should I earn money for my retirement? So whatever is the happiness amount right now, multiplied by 12, multiplied by 25, that's your retirement fund. Yeah, that's your desired result. So whatever you are having a happy life, let's say happy life is 5 lakhs per month or 2 lakhs per month or 1 lakh per month or whatever, based on this, multiplied by 12, multiplied by 25, that's your freedom number. Powerful. I'm giving you a lot of things, man. A lot of things. I'm giving you a lot of power here. Okay, so keeping the things quick, easy, and short. The next part of the Ashtabahu is actually after the operations. Operations takes care of all this, nitty-gritties of these things. The biggest, the engine of an entire company is actually the operations. Okay, now many people have another problem. Okay, the problem is I'm not sure about my quality. So when you have a problem of quality, you have to check the operations. You have to check the HR and the operations, and you have to also understand, do they need training? Do they need softwares or tools or techniques, or do you need some kind of an external consultant to make this much more done? So if you are trying everything to do by yourself, then you are in the wrong game. Many of the startups, they do this. Look, I'm going to openly tell you, unless and until you loosen Lakshmi, Shani is not going to go. Yeah, the Lakshmi is going to be helping you in new ideas. So there is a very simple thing. Okay. So very simple technique here. You need to get the right people, right product. In terms of when I say right product, I'm talking about the tools and technologies to create your product, create your services, create the support team. Yeah, you need to have the structures. That's what this operations team is all about. It's the engine, the core, the mother of this entire thing. Yeah. Next, after this, all these things comes the admin. Yeah, the admin and the management. So I'm not going to talk today more on the admin and management, but here is what I'm going to do. Okay. The biggest of the biggest negativity happens only when there is a problem in your closing. Money can solve all the problems, majorly in business. Yes, it can solve all the problems. There is somebody who knows how to take out the problems. There is a saying in Hindi, okay, it says, "Saap bhi mar jaye aur lathi bhi na tute." It's a very beautiful thing, but I will tell you, this is my way of epiphany. Okay, my way of epiphany is, don't kill the snake. You do not know how to handle the snake. Okay, snake is the problem, snake is the fear, snake is the trouble, snake is the problem. So you do not have to handle this. Find someone who can handle it for you. The person who is more trained, the person who is more efficient, the person who has already been there, done it and dusted it, might be happened multiple times. That consultant, that mentor, that person who is a guide, or that guy who can actually help you out, bring him up and ask him to handle the snake. Yeah. So what happens if you can bring a snake charmer there? Okay, the snake is also happy, the charmer is also happy. Fantastic business. And with the stick, what you should do? Rent it out, or give it to somebody, or use it for some other purpose. Repurpose that. Give it to a shepherd. Okay, he's gonna be happy. He's giving you probably a 20 rupees rental along with some milk also. Then give it to everyone. So I'm looking at those kind of things. So many of you might not know what I'm currently doing is I'm helping people to close deals. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I help people to close deals. Yeah. Even if you have never done business, I can teach you how to close deals. But I'm not going to be teaching it. I'm looking at somebody who has an idea, who has a concept, who are going to do that. We can set up structures for you guys, and then we can do all these things. Because closing is the only where the value converts into a tangible, monetized structure that's called money, M-O-N-E-Y, the wealth, the true wealth. If you want to be rich, the only answer is you need to solve problems. So there are two ways. Either you solve small problems of a lot of people. Are you guys getting this? Either you solve small problems for a lot of people, or you solve a huge problem, a difficult problem, a complex problem, and probably a gigantic problem of a very, very fine niche who are willing to pay for you. You are willing to pay for that. So there are ways to take care of this. So I will limit my, probably videos with this word is the business negativity is majorly is a cash flow crunch or cash crunch or liquidation crunch. So this starts with three parts: the marketing part, the operations part, and the delivery part is the first part. And the major lead is the closing, which takes care of the solutions of it. More the closing, more you can offer. The more you can hire people, more you can get softwares and systems and places and all this things. Yeah. So next is, so I told you about the layers of these negative beliefs, the layers of these negative beliefs. So this question was asked by Nirmal, and I have clubbed with many such kind of other people. I'm trying to answer all 330 questions I cannot answer. But if you have questions, you can type in the comment bar. I can give you a form which you can fill it up. Next Saturday, exactly at 7 o'clock, I will try to answer all these points. I can club multiple questions and I can talk to you guys. Okay. So if you have got your answer without even asking, see, look, there is a very beautiful thing. Smart people learn from their own mistake. Okay. Smart people learn from their own mistake. A knowledgeable guy learns from others' mistakes. Then Dada, what is wise? So by the way, more than a lakh plus people call me Dada. Dada is a kind of a brother. So I don't want to call myself as a mentor, coach, guru, and all those guys. I'm a businessman. I love business. I love to do business out there. Business is my passion. And this is also a kind of a holistic approach kind of things, because I find spirituality inside business. Because when you start serving without a kind of an expectations, then you become deserving. Yeah, deserve that. First you be serving. Automatically you'll be deserving. When you deserve, then you desire, okay, I want to do this, I want to take care of that. Take the responsibilities. There is no one. I'm telling you, there's an open market. Start taking the responsibilities without thinking of bonuses, appraisals, and incentives. I'm telling you, you'll grow. Bet on this. The next level, once you are desiring, then you go for detachment. What is detachment? No, you don't have to go as a monk to Himalayas. No, you don't have to do that. What I want you to do is use technology to automate things. use delegation, divergence, outsourcing. That's how you detach and take care of something else, start something else. Powerful? How many think this is powerful? Give me a high five, buddy. Give me a high five if you are there, if you are able to see all these things. Yeah. Type in the chat bar. Type in the chat bar. All right, cool. All right. Now, the last part of it is the negativity, which I've told about the negativity of the self, negativity of the team. Now, the next level. Okay, there are 2-3 levels are there. The next level is called as negative from the client. Though actually, the client becomes negative only when your system has a problem in terms of support, in terms of expectation mismatch. What we have told and what we have given is not matching, then the client will be in a furious condition. Yes or no? So you need to have QCs, you need to have quality checks, you need to have proper support, feedback, questionnaires. Find out. There's a new word in the retail sector. It's called as customer delight. Find out what extra value can you give. It's very, very powerful, man. Try to do more. See, everyone, as I said, serve without any conditions. Keep on doing it. That's how you get that trust, that loyalty. Yeah. Next one is called as community negativity. So when the system is not working properly and you have got multiple unhappy clients, your team is unhappy, you are unhappy, then the community itself is going to be unhappy. They will see you in a different way. They will try to boycott you. They will try to object you. They'll find faults and flaws and faults in every goddamn thing. Your process, your product, your system, your structure, even your uniform, might be company logo. They will find 10,000 faults. And it is not you guys. It is me also. When I started all these things, I had a lot of people asking me, "Hey, you are a fake guy. This happens, that happens." You will have a lot of community-based negativity. You don't believe? You don't believe? Go to my Facebook, you'll find there are a list of things. They said this is not correct, this is fake, and all these things, and there is a particular way to respond. So anything in the beginning when you're starting, it will be untidy. It will be what do I say? Very messy. The things will come into control later, and then it will become gorgeous. So when you start something, there will be haters. They will laugh at you. Yes, they will try to find faults at you, which is good. Which is good. Learn from that. If you can change an unhappy client to a happy client, that's the biggest achievement of yours. Because you are finding a fault. Your clients are the person who can actually tell you where pinpoint there are certain things which your consultants and so-called the gurus of business, they will not be able to do that, which your client can do that. Do you think this is powerful? Do you think this is powerful? Very, very powerful, right? Next one is your marketplace. So negativity, when it goes too much, when you don't like your company and your work, you feel Monday blues. Monday is not excitement for you, and you don't want to work. Yeah. If there is no passion in your business, passion in the business will only come when there is a constant profit. So one of my mentors says, passion without profit is poison. Yeah. It's a fantastic word. Yes or no? Next. So I told you about self. I told you about team. I told you about client. I told you about community. And the next one was marketplace. Marketplace is that area where you are doing your business. Your marketplace will also get saturated. Some people will talk something nonsense about it. These are rumors. These are negative word of mouth. These are, I'll say, negative referrals. These are certain things which are poison. You need to take care of it. These are antiviral stuff. Okay, yeah, it's a virality which is not, it is a negative virality. You need to stop this. ORM will not stop you. You can spend as much as marketing, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. When you are in that level, when the marketplace has been getting into the negatives, now you need to work on certain things. So if you are suffering from such kind of things, the only thing that can help you is closing a deal. That's all. That's closing a deal and giving the right expected things. So first you close the deal and then give the right things to the right guy at the right amount, and then keep on serving and serve unconditionally. Unconditionally. Next one is the associations. In any kind of things, whether you are a startup, whether you are already established, or an MSME, SME, MNC, whatever, there is an association. There is someone like you, who, okay, there is a saying, right? The feathers flock together. Yes. So when it goes to that negativity, the associations will start boycotting you. You will not get those kind of support, the systems, the guidance which an associations will give. And that is something which is very, very fatal, because you are now blacklisted. Are you getting this? The stages of negativity. Then comes the last part, might be the government, and come, okay, shut down the company, man. You are doing some nonsense. So for that, at that point of time, when government is involved, government doesn't bother about other things other than the proper way of doing stuff, which has to be scam proof, which has to be legal, which has to be ethical, which has to be moral, and which is benefit towards the community. And absolutely, it has to be financially correct also. So unless and until these 5 elements are not answered, the government will not try to poke in. They'll not try to poke in. So you can actually limit all the negativities in the association level, marketplace level. So if you found this, this business negativity, the topic was very, very powerful for me. I literally had to, make it much more simpler, much more decluttered to give you these points. So I hope this was powerful for you. And if you found this is very, very interesting, and if you want to know very, things which are like very complex for you, this is what I do is I make very complex, difficult things easy, implementable, and chewable for you so that you can make it amazing and you can get that happiness of version 2.0, the faster version, the efficient version, and gain that respect in your society. Thank you so much for having me here. I hope I have answered those questions. I'm still apologizing because there are many questions which I couldn't answer. So I will try to do that in the next sessions, guys. I will try to make much more frequent. Let me know what questions you have. Type in the comment and I can share you a link by which you can fill it up. Okay, and I will be answering it in the next session. So I will be more frequent. If you need such kind of sessions to be more frequent, let me know also. Right now, I'm doing only weekly ones. That is on Saturdays, 7 o'clock. And if you think this timing is good, if this power is good, give me a shout out. Give me share me some love out there, and I'll be more happy to answer those questions. If I'm not having these questions, don't worry, guys. I have a team of people who we can learn together. I'm not alone. I'll tell you, there are a lot of mentors for me also. So if I'm not able to solve, there are people on my head. Okay, they have blessed me also. So these are mentors from all different parts of the country, not only in India, but in the entire world. I can definitely reach out to them and say, hey, there's a problem like this, because your problem is also making me powerful. So I'll just tell you, I am just like a moon. I'm reflecting the sun. The sun are all my mentors and all the history part of our Indian traditional way of acting in business. I'm just rekindling that fire. So all the gratitude to everyone who has listened to me. Thank you so much. Put some comments out there. Let me know what kind of answers or what kind of questions are bothering you. What kind of business challenges are there? As I said, I'm more into the closing part. I love that word of this last part, the last mile of converting a prospect into a highly paid client for you. So that's all from my side. My name is Amit, and to connect with me, the links are already there with you guys. Wherever you are watching, just connect with me, tag me, and connect with me. There is a link down. Subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube or LinkedIn. Connect with me. Options are open. And I said, the best way to increase your business is convert a stranger to a friend, and friend given something which is that unconditional surfing to win his trust. With that, I will see you in the next session. Bye-bye and take care.